What up, nerds? This is Movies and Shows with Comics and Pops from Team Nerd Herd, and we're going to review Bloodshot. Bloodshot came out back in March, but due to the lockdown, it found life on video on demand and some streaming services. So you could pay the extra $30 or maybe it was $20 to watch it. But I decided to wait until it was available on the premium channels, which is available now in Stars. And I'm glad I waited. I found this movie to be lacking in a lot of areas. Story was very, very predictable. You know, the good guy's going to win. I didn't feel like he was in a lot of danger, and not only because Vin Diesel's character is essentially immortal. Any kind of wound he would get would automatically heal. So I didn't feel like his life really meant anything if he were to survive or not. Also, there was a lack of chemistry that I felt between all of the characters. And even though I'm a huge fan of Guy Pearce, I felt that he was underutilized here as Dr. Emil. But I did like only one action scene, and it had to do with the chase with the motorcycle, only because it provided kind of like a bird's eye perspective. And it's something I've never seen before, which is only the reason why I kind of enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is different. And the CGI wasn't terrific. If you kind of notice, and I'm sure you did, the elevator scene where they're all kind of fighting, you can see that there wasn't a lot of details or nuances. I felt that they were missed. You can tell that the characters were fake. They weren't real. They were just computer generated because they didn't have the right skin tones. They didn't have a lot of the facial expressions or the energy that you would find on a regular actor. So again, for me, the movie, I wouldn't invest the time in watching it, only because, again, it just kind of lacked a lot of everything. It was, to me, there was just no engagement. For an action movie, I just thought it was just kind of like a regular thing. It wasn't really special. And the same thing goes with the story. But the comic book is awesome. Oh my God. And I have to thank the movie for turning me on to this comic. I will be honest, I am not a Valiant fan or a Bloodshot fan. I did not touch any of their books back in the 90s, as well as to date. Only because of the movie, I decided that, you know what, I should probably look at the book and see if there's any different. And there was. I picked up the Bloodshot, the 2012 version, which is actually was used for this movie with Ray, that soldier character. It was written by Dwayne Sarinsky, and I hope I'm saying that right, and illustrated by Manuel Garcia, and it is phenomenal. I am now a Bloodshot fan in comic book form. I just want to make sure that you guys know that. It's great. I found that the character itself had a lot of depth to it. You could see that how he struggles, how he wants to know the truth, how he wants to know his past. He wants to be a complete person. And it's great. He's not just this killing machine. And my good buddy JR, who you know is Rogue's Law, also mentioned that, you know, he's a kind of a combination of Punisher and Lobo, because any single drop of blood can essentially regenerate this kind of character. And it's true. I did not know that this particular book had a lot of blood and guts or gore. And it's something definitely for mature readers. But I enjoyed it. I thought it really didn't detract or take away from the story or the art, but kind of added to it, because you know that this character is essentially indestructible. And I like how the army tried to use EMPs to stop him and throw these different things. I mean, it's great. And then you have Ray's character going through not only trying to find himself, but also going to war and also protecting children. It's great. You need to pick it up to know more about all of that stuff. And you can probably pick it up in your LCS in bins, or even in dollar bins, or you can pick it up online. It's definitely worth the read. I can't say enough really about the story and the art for this book. I'm definitely a fan, and will now going forward be picking this book. It will definitely be on my pull list. And again, I can thank the movie for it. And if that's what the objective was, then hey, you got me. but it was, but if it wasn't, it was trying to make a shared universe. I believe that the movie failed in that. But again, there's our rumors that Harbinger will be coming out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And it can be the dud, Bloodshot. It can be the dud of that particular universe, but it's going to make it difficult again because there's no investment. We need to have characters that we love or that we care about in order to want to watch them a second time or a third time. So that's what I have for my reviews. Don't forget, let me know what you think. Go ahead and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. All right. If you want to do it right, watch what you like.